This homemade jet engine is a ton of fun. But today I'm doubling down by building its big brother that puts out nearly double the power. And just like the ZL60 here, this monster can be built with simple tools and starts effortlessly without the need for a leaf blower. Oh, and as bonus, I'm going to be adding an augmenter to this engine. That's what this is. Now, in theory, that should increase the thrust. So first, we'll test the engine without the augmenter, and then we'll add it to it, and we'll see what kind of increase in static thrust we get. And when you're considering liking and subscribing for more awesome Pulsejet content, give me a guess in the comment section as to how much extra power you think this augmenter is really going to give this engine. Okay, let's start the engine up, get a baseline thrust measurement before we put the augmenter on. If you're interested in building a Pulsejet engine just like this, a full set of plans are available on my website. Plans that break down exactly how you can build an engine just like this with simple tools at home. Okay, test fire. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go back in the shop, get the augmenter installed, and then we'll do it again. Woo! Definitely some more power there. So, I wasn't really sure what to think about the thrust measurements I got from these tests. Without the augmenter, I got a peak of about 150 pounds of thrust. That didn't really make a whole lot of sense considering the last time I tested this engine, I only got about 110-ish pounds of thrust. The only difference between that time and now really is just the outside temperature. So yesterday when I ran these tests, it was about 15 degrees Fahrenheit, and today it's about -10, so that's fun. That is a ton colder than when I first tested this engine back in the summer. So the air this engine is consuming is not only cold, but it's a lot more condensed. Because that air is so condensed, the engine is able to suck a lot more air into it. And the more air you have, the more fuel you can burn, which equals the more power you can make. Well, that's what I'm going with anyways. Well, now that that mystery is solved, let's look at the measurements with the augmenter and without the augmenter. So you can see without the augmenter, the engine peaks at about 150 pounds of thrust. And here with it installed, it peaks out at about 180 pounds of thrust. That's pretty clearly a 20% increase in thrust. Not bad for just welding another chunk of tube on the end of the intake. Again, my name is Zach, and I hope I've inspired you to get out and build something. If you want to see how I build this engine's little brother in full detail, click this video here. In the future, I'll be doing a video on exactly how augmenters work, and I'll be putting that video down here.